Hello everyone, welcome back to Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2024. In the last video, we did our free agency period and signed a few players. None really great, just kind of filling the roster out. Couldn't really afford a lot in the main free agency period. We only had $9 million in cap space to work with, and I don't want to go too far over. I think I ended up going about $4 million over, but that's not terrible, considering what how some teams are in debt with their cap space. It's actually pretty close to what I was shooting for, what we were shooting for. And we also played the first 10 videos, or the first 10 games. My apologies. We went 4-6, which is not great, but hopefully we'll do better in this video. I'll go ahead and get started. And man, I had a hard time uploading that video yesterday. For some reason, I tried to upload the video 2 different times, and I don't know what was going on with the servers or something. I was disconnected twice from YouTube trying to upload. Finally got it uploaded. Hopefully things go smoother with this video. But let's go ahead and jump into this. Also, if you remember, I had to switch back to a grind offense and man-to-man defense. The game, for some reason, at times switches on its own. So maybe I need to check that before every video just to make sure that we're running what we want to run. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Grind straight man-to-man. Seemed to work better when we switched to that. We went like 3-2 as opposed to before we switched to that we were 1-4 in the last video. I'm going to try to do a dozen games in this video, so it probably won't be as long as the last video. We may just be a grind offense team until we have star players that aren't Bennett or Fortson. They seem to sort of thrive in that offensive system, and those are our building block, or that's kind of the foundation of our team are those 2 players, and we're kind of just building around them. And at some point, if they're no longer on the team, or if we draft a star player that requires a different way of playing, or maybe if the chemistry needs to change, we can switch the offense then. But the grind seems to work fairly well with what we're trying to do. And I like the straight man-to-man because if you do the attack man-to-man, you're going to get a lot of foul trouble. And the straight man-to-man, just especially if you got your defensive intensities up a little bit, it seems like a good balance between having good defense and also not getting in crazy amounts of foul trouble. So let's go ahead and play against the Mystics here. And we've already, before the last video ended, we turned our lineups around. So we'll play the Mystics here in this first video. And a terrible loss, 22 points. We'll keep going here. Hopefully we get I keep blanking on his name. Ramsey back before too long. Yeah, about 2 weeks out. So he should return by the end of this video. He's the only injured player still. I believe 1 injury is all we have. So we'll go ahead and play the next game. Don't want to switch anything yet. And we got a win here. Looks like Bennett had a great game. 20 points, 17 rebounds. Switch, look at the box score here. Fortson at 41 points. So great games from Bennett and Fortson. Mario Williams had 14, which is probably higher than his average, but he also took 15 shots to get the 14, so that's not actually all that great. Mostly a Bennett Fortson game, looks like. says the morale is okay. Fortson's happy and Bennett's happy, and that's the two most important things. Let's see what George Parker's doing so far. He's averaging 9.5 points, about 7 rebounds. So he's a pretty good backup center for us, and he's young, and we have him for a few seasons here. And if you draft a guy in the draft, even when they're pretty good, if you can use your contract exceptions, you can have these really promising young star players for pretty decent prices that won't strain your cap too much in the first 3 or 4 seasons. So before the season's over, I'm kind of leaning toward keeping George Parker, especially if things turn around. Maybe if Ramsey comes back and we start winning games. I don't mind having a strong sixth center off the bench. It kind of takes he kind of takes place for losing Richardson and was it McCleary that we had for a while. You need a good backup. You need a good bench. I mean, so it doesn't bother me that our fourth pick went to what has become our sixth man, and he seems happy. He isn't causing any problems so far. So I think for right now, my mindset is to keep Parker, at least for right now. And we'll keep going. No games on this day. And we got the Twisters here. We got another added injury, looks like. See who else picked up an injury. Williams. So we're really short on small forward. So we'll put in Martin and just put Williams down here. And Martin did pretty well when he started earlier in the last video. He started a few games. And we won. Man, Aaron Fortson with 54 points. So we're 6-7 now. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I mean, I'm sure with 54 points that Fortson was player of the game. And he was. 54 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Where would we be without Aaron Fortson? Paul Lopez had a great game with 13 points, 5 of 8 shooting. Not bad at all. 3 assists, no turnovers, a steal. Good game off the bench for Paul Lopez. He does good work. I mean, I like having Paul Lopez around. He's only like a 2.5 or 2-star player, but I feel like he plays above 2 stars. We've had him since we started this thing. His contract does run out this year. I don't know yet about. I guess I'll let him. I guess I'll let him walk, but I liked having him around. In all honesty, Colin with 10, Martin with 14, but he took 16 shots to get the 14, so that's not great. And Barnes with 20. That's a pretty good game for Barnes. 8 of 11, 3 of 4 from 3. A pretty good game. So that's kind of how that looks. All right, let's keep going. And we got a game here against the Beams. Let's check our. I didn't actually see what kind of injury Mario Williams had. If he's still the same. You know, Ramsey's still out. Coromir's out. Or Cormier. That's probably Cormier. He's from Canada, so it's probably a French name. So Cormier. That's my best guess. He's out for 4 days. Looks like Williams is healthy once again. So everything's uh, looking okay. Go to the depth chart. Just move him down. And I'll move Williams up some. I'm still going to go with Martin for this next game. We'll work with this right here. Alright, let's go and play this game. Okay, we lost, but only barely, and to a really good team. So, not want to raise too much alarm about that one. And simulate this one. So we're 14 games in, we're 6-8. Okay, no games on this day, so. And we got the waves here. Looks like Cormier is back. Has he even played this season, though? Yeah, he's at least played 1.2, 1.6 rebounds. He's actually played in 10 games, but sparingly, averaging 3 minutes a game. So, looks like he had played for Charlotte at 8.3, 8.4, 5.2. So he's had some decent production. So I don't mind having him around, really. Has Joe Russell played any so far? Okay, he played one game, I guess, at least 5 points. He's played 2 games. That's not actually all that bad. But, I mean, you can see from his stats, he's not great at any kind of shooting. He's very mediocre at everything. He's kind of a decent free throw shooter, and that's it. So, looks like he had 9 points, though, in one of the games he played. I always find these rookie stats interesting. Okay. I don't even know if that's what I want to go with. I got off on a tangent looking at stats. Make sure I move him up some more. Okay, we'll go with that right there. Yeah, we'll go with this right here. Alright, let's run this game. Alright, a win. 38 points for Fortson, 16 and 20 for Bennett, looks like. 7 and 8 in 15 games. Got an email here. Player of the week, probably Fortson. Oh yeah, no doubt. A 50-point game. Probably sealed that for him. And he's player of the game again here in this game. Nobody with a really particularly great game off the bench. Lopez did have 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, which is not bad. Parker with 4 and 8. You know, kind of providing some production. 16 and 20 for Bennett. Martin is shooting pretty poorly. He had 10 rebounds, though. He's not even a very good rebounder, but he averages like 3 a game, but he had 10 in this game. So he at least was grabbing some loose balls, but you know, we won though, so I can't complain too much. It's the main thing is we win. Got the Gears in this game. They're 8 and 7. We've not won an away game yet, according to this. 0 and 5. So we need to get an away game here pretty soon. That also means that we're 7 and 3 at home. So we're pretty good at home, not good away. And I think we just have, yeah, still just Ramsey. So we'll go ahead and run with this same lineup for this game. And another win to go 8 and 8. Our first away win of the season. And things are looking okay. They're not looking great, but they're looking okay. We've won more games than we've lost recently. Nobody once again had a great game off the bench, but look at the production of our starting lineup and how points are coming from different sources. Barnes had 13 points, 4 of 5 shooting. Martin had 19 points, 5 of 9 shooting. He had 5 3-pointers. Let's get it, Larry Martin, man. He's only 60 from outside shooting, and he hit 5 3-pointers. Now, he did have 3 turnovers, but I'll take it. I'll take 5 of 8 from 3 from Larry Martin. Bennett had 11 points. Not really a great game from him. 5 turnovers. Turnovers are kind of bad in this game. 13 for Cullen with 6 assists, and Fortson with 31 points. He did shoot 9 of 24, though, which isn't great. He got 10 of 10 from the free throw line, though. So we knocked our free throws down big time. 26 of 29 from the free throw line. That's awesome. It actually makes me wonder about what our free throw rating is. We're actually, oh my gosh, okay, we are last in the league in hitting free throws, but in that game we shot like 90% from the free throw line. So that was a weird game, really, but we won. So once again, I can't complain too much. There's our insights, as you can see. Maybe somebody can educate me on this because I find it confusing. We are 4th in opponent points per game, which is pretty darn good, but we are also 30th in defensive rating. So I wonder how that works. And I wonder what this 113.1 means as opposed to the 105.3 up here and how that's calculated. We're 7th in 3-point percentage, 4th in field goal percentage. So actually, if you look at the offensive rating, we're shooting threes well, shooting field goals well. Maybe this has to do more with like steals and blocks because we are last in the league in steals per game. We're also 28th in rebounds per game, which probably doesn't help the defensive rating. So, anyway, that's where we are in team rankings. There's all sorts of cool different stats in these games. Here's like a I guess this is all the players in the league and what their 3-point percentage is versus 3-point attempts. Joe Russell's all the way up here at the top because he's taken 1 3 and made it. So yeah, really cool. Really cool stats. If you really want to dig into it. All right, we got the Commodores here. They are 9-9 with an 8-point favorite to win. We have Ramsey back. We have a fully healthy team. So you know what? I say bring on the Commodores. Finally, we have Cullen, Fortson, Ramsey, Barnes, and Bennett starting lineup. Parker, Daniels, Lopez, Cormier, even though he might not play very much, and Asani from the bench. So yeah, this is poor Larry Martin gets demoted big time from starter to reserve player right after he made 19 points in a great win. But you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And let's go ahead and play this game. We won this game. I feel like I'm keep being surprised, but keep winning games. And we are 8-3 at home, about to play the Peaks at home. We do have an injured player for this game, though. So we'll see who we have injured. Can't believe morale is just okay. Colin is upset again. Maybe he's just a player that doesn't get along with coaches. I don't know what's going on with George Colin. No, he actually loves the coach. It's kind of his teammates he's having trouble with. I got him signed for the next 3 seasons though, and I want to keep him. His stats have gone down though. You notice he's having kind of a sophomore slump for sure. His stats are down across the board, but he is averaging less minutes as well. So I mean that goes with that. All right, let's go ahead though and let's play this game against the Peaks. Oh, I didn't check out. Apologies, I didn't check out the injury. Oh man, it's Bennett. So Parker will get his first start. I'm just gonna move everybody up one space. Parker gets his first start in his NBA career. Oh, actually, he started in 2. Well, my bad. I don't remember Bennett being injured, but Probably some small injuries. Gosh, I don't remember that from yesterday. Make sure, yeah, the CPU's not turned on. Messing with my depth charts at all, so I don't know what's going on. Might just be my bad memory. I'm going to chalk it off to that. Let's play this game. Oh, okay. Bad loss. We got the Pioneers here. 18 games in, we're a 500 team. See if it's still just, oh man, morale's getting low again. But everybody, is it just Colin? I don't know how morale can be so low when everybody seems happy except for just a few players. And I mean, Russell, I don't really mind all that much. He's aggravated. I can kind of understand Larry Martin being aggravated. Colin, I don't know what's going on with this dude. Maybe I'll trade Colin around the deadline. I don't know if I can get a good deal for him. I don't want morale to be that low. I think it affects your it does affect your win and losses having a low morale. Well, Bennett is healthy, so that's good, but Barnes is out. So we'll start Daniels. Put Bennett back on sixth man. Let's see, what am I doing here? Okay, let's do it this way. Let's move Bennett up one person at a time. Put him as a starter and move Barnes down one person at a time. All right, here we go. All right, that's what we'll run with in this game against the Pioneers. Let's go. Another loss. 9-10 now. Looks like everybody is healthy for this next game. I wonder if it's the morale having been being dropped, causing us to pick up some of these losses. Just players. If your point guard's not gelling well with the team, that's not good. Okay, we'll run with this right here. All right, let's run this game. Okay, and a win. My goodness, Fortson with almost a 60-point game. Dude is just, he has these games where he just goes off. 58 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. That's just nuts. For some reason, I thought the name Reed looked. Did we have a Reed briefly last season? there at the end when I made that trade. Yeah, we had a read, but it was spelled differently, I think. Parker with 11 off the bench. So not a bad game for him. Cullen with 16 and 7. Pretty good. Ramsey had kind of a poor game. 2 of 11. So there's what the stats look like from this game. Fortson really just coming through for us. Fortson's still happy. Bennett's still happy. Parker's happy. So I'm not too morale's low, but the players that seem to matter the most, except for maybe Colin, they're all happy. And we got the Bison here, who have consistently been good since we started this whole thing. 2 injured players. Who's injured? Parker and Asani. So Parker's got a sprained wrist, and Asani's got a sore hip. So we'll just move. Move players up. All right, we're going to let this right here. Man. So we're kind of starting. I felt so good about winning so many games, and we've kind of lost more than losing in the last few games. I want to do one more game, and we'll end the video. No games on this day. And we got the peaks here. Everybody is healthy, though. Kind of playing. Are we playing worse since Ramsey returned? He's only shooting 36% from the field, which is not great. You can kind of see his shot chart here is mostly red, looks like. So, I don't know. It's a little concerning. Saudi and Parker back, though. So we'll move Parker back up to 6th man. Move Saudi up a couple of spaces. Go with this right here. All right. At least all players are healthy right now. In this game, the Peaks are a 3.5-point favorite. It is on their court. They also have no injured players. So, we're looking like with this game. Simulate. Man, another loss. And Asani has an injury. Looks like I'll go ahead and see him on this day. No games this day. Okay, we'll stop stop the games right here on this video. Let's check out Asani's injury really quick. Strained abdominal, out 9 days. So move some players up. And so in this video, sorry, we are 10 and 12. So we went 500, right? We were 4 and 6. So we went 6 and 6 in this video. So I don't know if I want to change the offense yet. Still think I'll stick with grind and man-to-man for right now. Little concern with Ramsey not playing well. It seemed we were playing better before he returned. His field goal percentage did go up in the last game, though. Maybe that will work itself out. His shooting is, it's you can see that he's a pretty good inside shooter, but he only takes 25% of his shots in the post. He does a lot of this above break three. And his three-point rating, though, isn't terrible. It's 72. I don't know if I want him to post a lot, though. He's only 6'8". Because one thing you can do about Ramsey is, or I'm sorry, about players on this game is you can have like a meeting with them and suggest to them maybe a way to become more productive. I want to tell him to post up more. Maybe that'll raise his shot percentage. Shoot off the dribble less, as I want to say, I think. We'll do this, we'll do it for a month. Okay, he's fine with it. We'll see how that affects his game for the next month. And I think that's all I'm going to do on this video. We'll check the standings out really quick. And we're actually like 8th in the conference, so that's not terrible. It's actually seems like we're getting a little bit better each season in terms of conference rating. But I mean, this is a pretty close race. I mean, even from the 5th spot down to like the 12th spot, or even the 13th spot, from 5 to 13. I mean, the 5th spot's only 2 wins above us, and the 13th spot is only 2 losses below us. So that's a pretty close race here. Looks like the East is the same way. Look at this. I mean, you really don't have like a dominant team in this season. So that's interesting. Looks like the competition's pretty even, which is cool. I think things are better that way if you're a fan. Once again, just you should have everything ready to go for the next game. Depth chart looks good, and I think that's all I have for this video. I might go to the insights real quick. Just to look at one more time at these ratings right here. These look about the same. So that's where we are. Kind of roughly the same. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. If you like these videos, keep coming back. I'll keep posting them. I'll try to post one tomorrow if things go well. And with that being said, see you next time.